Yo, I'm Gilchrist and I'm in Thailand right now. I'm in Bangkok. It's a crazy city. There are loads and loads of dispos out here, but there's like no regulation out here. Everything's kind of weird, kind of sketchy. There's a lot of wild claims out here. Obviously, you guys know I do my thing where I have my testing device. We go around, we test bud, we see what percentage bud is coming out at. You go into a lot of shops out here that claim crazy results, up to like 35%, which obviously those aren't gonna be real. You're not gonna have something at 35%. But I actually brought my THC tester with me this time. We're gonna go to some of these stores. I'm gonna get some of the craziest claims bud and see if the test results are real. I am also gonna get some like normal claims and see if those claims are real as well, just so we can kind of test everything. I'm actually here for this event called the Full Moon Sesh. I think it happens all over the world, but I decided to come here for this. It was a bit of a weird one because I actually had some stuff booked in to do out here and to film, and all of it got cancelled. But I'd obviously already paid a lot of money for my flights to come out here. So I was like, well, may as well come out here. I guess I could have just refunded them, but I had it in my head that I was gonna come out here. So look, I think this is the only full video that I'm actually making on this trip. So I'm gonna walk to the Full Moon Sesh now, but it's like a 2-kilometer walk. And on that walk, we're gonna go past so many shops. So as we go past them, I'm just gonna grab a random bit from like a different shop every time, try and collect loads, and then at the end of the day, we'll come back here and actually test them and see how many are actually true to the claim. And obviously, as we go through, I'm gonna guess by looking at them, and we'll compare it as well to what my guess was to what the actual result came out at. So I guess we have to go around Thailand, around Bangkok, grab some bud, and see if they're testing out what they claim. Bro, it is a different world out here. Look at how crazy this is. But these guys, see these guys on the bikes here? These are taxis. You can just pay these guys and you jump on the back, no helmet, no nothing, and away you go. Off you go on the taxi. It's mental. And then you've got loads of 7-Elevens. There's a 7-Eleven here. And there's literally another 7-Eleven right there. Bruh. Oh yeah, massive tip for everyone coming out here. Do not make the mistake I did. So I was just sick for like 2 days, and I'm pretty sure it's because I drank some bad water. I didn't drink tap water, but even some of the bottled water that you see out here isn't like spring water. It's RO water. So they get like, you know, bad water and filter it with an RO process, and then they add minerals back in. But if that filter isn't good and isn't working properly, then you're gonna have a bad time. And I'm 99% sure that's what got me sick. But if you go for Evian, the only spring water I've seen out here, which is like imported, is from France. So that's what I'm going for now. All right, I think this is gonna be our first stop. Never been in here before. Don't even know if they have percentage claims, but I'm sure they will. Well, those guys were absolutely lovely in there. I went in there and the guy was like, wait, this is you. And then he opened his YouTube and I was on his homepage. But it's also the first place I've been into where they actually have like a range on the percentage. Like it claimed like between something. It didn't just claim like a set percentage. But even with that, they did still have some crazy outrageous claims, like, you know, a 30% claim. Like this one said, I think it was between 33 and 35 or 32 and 35. So either way, I'm hoping for 30, right? It was silly expensive though. 1,200 baht for a G, which is like 25 quid or some shit. But it did come in a nice jar. I won't find out if it's any good until much later. Let's keep going. Oh yeah, I didn't even show it. It came in a nice jar like this. Looks really cool. And looking at it, I would guess that it's probably going to be mid-20s. Like, I wouldn't doubt that maybe it could come up 26. Like, it looks really nice. It is very frosty, but that would be my prediction, like a 25. Oh yeah, another quick tip for you guys. Yeah, you'll see a lot of signs like this when you go to hotels, which are like, yeah, no cannabis in the hotel in any way. But to be honest, they're just signs that are there to say that you can pretty much smoke in any hotel. And if they are gonna fine you, they'll fine you like 100 quid at the end of your stay. This road is Sukhumvit. Not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. I think I am. But this is where like everything is at. It's like one of the main streets. There's a bunch of stores. That's that top shelf store. I don't know if my shorts come out from there anyways, but I've got a short coming out from there, so maybe we don't need to go there. All right, I'm outside Greenhouse. Sick place. But I've been in there a couple of times. It's weird, you have to go through a massage parlor to actually get in. There's no entrance here. You have to go through there. Yo, Can I just get 1 gram of the super lemon orange? So Greenhouse, they had some super lemon orange, 29%. I got them to write it on the bag. They didn't have anything that claimed over 30. I'm going into the right places right now. Like, I swear to God, like every other place I've been going into on my trip, they've been claiming outrageous results. Like, there's some near my hotel that I specifically didn't go to because I've already done shorts there. But obviously I just went Greenhouse and I've done a short there as well. So look, if I don't see any other crazy outrageous ones, I'll go to those ones next to my hotel. But I came out of Greenhouse and then I met a viewer, and I'm there and he's like, oh, I'm down to my last doobie. I've like lost my bank card, but like he had money. Like he was still able to like get stuff with like everything. It was just in like a bad situation, and obviously it's hard for him to get bud. But it wasn't even like a thing where it was like a sob story. It just like came up in conversation, and I just had a massive bag of bud in my bag, like bare different bits from where like obviously I'm not smoking them, so I don't really like them. So I just pulled it out and I just gave it to him. Probably like a zip of bud. Man's probably having the best day of his life right now. And I've just spotted that through the trees. Another shot. Let's go. Bro, this place is crazy. Mad. Oh damn, this place is sick. Looking for something with the highest THC.
High, right?
Yeah.
The highest is 32.
32. This one.
This one
Oh.
and this one. This one indica, more indica.
Oh yeah, permanent marker. Can I smell the permanent marker? So they had some permanent marker in there that was 29%, or at least claims it. And I've thought of a way better idea for this video that's gonna make it way more fun. Because I was in there thinking, oh, which one should I get, like a medium percent, right? Because obviously I wanted to see if there was some stuff that was like, you know, still accurate, but in those ones. Nah, okay, I've decided I'm not gonna do that anymore, okay? What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna buy the highest percent from every shop that we go to, and we're gonna see which shop has the actual highest. Because there's gonna be one that has the highest claim and one that actually has the highest result, right? So that's the way we're gonna do this. It's gonna make it way more fun. But we're gonna keep walking down this road. We've got many more shops to go to. Let's fucking get it. Cloud9. This is probably one of the most famous shops in Bangkok. So in there, they almost claimed too low on a lot of things. Like they had a London pound cake that claimed 13%. And I'm pretty sure I had that last time I was here, and I think it was decent. But I ended up getting the highest thing that they claimed, which was 22.7% on an OGKB. So 22.7%, I don't doubt that it could be that. I mean, that's one of the most reasonable results that we've had so far. And how mad is that to see a Boots next to that? That's weird. Oh yeah, I was about to give my guess on this one, and then I realized that I haven't given my guess on the last two. So I reckon the permanent marker is going to be like a 24. I think the super lemon orange from Greenhouse, I think that has a good chance of actually being 29, or like close to it, like 27, 28 for sure. And then obviously this one, I don't doubt that this could be 22. I think this might be bang on, but I don't think it's going to be very high, you know? Not that that matters. We're trying to find out if it's accurate. Keep our heads screwed on it. The percentage really doesn't matter. We care about whether it's accurate right now. And in general, I always have to point this out in these videos. We do this for fun. Like, just because today I'm caring about THC percentage, and that's what we're trying to find out about, that doesn't mean that that's all I care about. I find it so strange that I get comments like that where people are like, bro, this guy thinks that all you care about is THC, blah, 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 blah. And it's like, nah, that's not what I think. I don't know why you would think that. Like, just because I'm making a video on it right now, like that just means that we care about it right now for the video, because it's a bit of fun. For me personally, I much prefer to get banging terps than I do, like, you know, a high percentage. But anyways, let's keep going. Yeah, can I get that Compound Z? Oh yeah, this is where I got that Compound Z from, this tiny little, I don't know, makeshift shop in like the side of a shop. I don't know, it kind of seems like a shop, but claims 30% on the Compound Z. So yeah, let's find out. Well, the streets out here are fucking crazy, but it is just a different world. I never ever thought that I would be out in a place like this making videos. Like, it's absolutely mental out here. Another random little place. Let's have a little look, see what they got. Which one has the highest THC? This one claims 28%. It's an Oreos and Mai Tai. Interesting. I think probably don't need a crazy amount more. Maybe we'll get like 3 more, and then that's probably it. Cowboy Dispo. Let's have a little look. So they had a white truffle that was claiming 27. Nothing too crazy in there for claims, and there's literally another dispo like right here. Can you see that? Next up, about 10 seconds away. Let's go. That's the first place that I've been into during this whole filming that has not claimed any percentages on anything. Probably one of the worst looking places I've been in so far as well. And proper dodgy little whatever the fuck. I looked at some of the bud and it was like clearly outdoor, and I just laughed, and then she laughed as well. And the person showing it to me, and then I just laughed. All right, next up, Kush House, probably one of the most iconic shops that comes up when you obviously look up Thailand and shops. Probably one of the most expensive shops as well. So let's grab something. Hey, do you know which ones have the highest THC percentage?
So it's 24.
24.
Yeah.
So they didn't actually have any claims on the menu or anything, but I asked like, hey, do you know what the percentages are? And they were like, oh, the highest we have is 24. We have two 24s, we have a Sunday Driver and a Pink Panther. So ended up going for the Pink Panther. What am I talking about? I went for the Sunday Driver. This is Sunday Driver. Also, I realized I've kind of given up with giving my opinion on what I think the percentages are going to be on some of them, because I haven't really been giving them, some of them, a good look. So maybe we abandon that idea and we come back to it when when we actually tested them. All right, I think this is gonna be our last up. Cannabis. All right, that's our last one. That's all the budget I took out for today for the video. This is some GMO, which claims 28. So honestly, didn't see as crazy claims as I thought I was gonna see out here. Still, pretty much a 30% in every shop. I don't think any of them are gonna be 30%. Maybe we get a 28, but you never know. I did hear that there's somebody else out here who has a tester, and they've tested quite a few things, and they've actually had some 30% results, but they said that those ones that they did get 30s on had like no terps on them. So it's like they were grown specifically to be high, but like literally no terp at all. So look, we'll see. Very strange to go to an event that was inside like a mall, but it was really, really good. But let's get back to the hotel and test some of these bits of bud and see if any of them are actually coming up at the result that they claim. I still can't get over how beautiful of a place this is. Like literally going home tomorrow. It's so nice here. So I'm back in my hotel with an absolutely wonderful view from the bedroom here. It's absolutely lovely. So I'm just gonna test them and then I'm gonna tell you what they came out at, and you can be surprised or not surprised, but I've organized them by lowest to highest percent. Starting off with the Kush House and Cloud9 that were like very modest, 22 and 24. Moving up to a 27 from Cowboy Dispensary. Then the Oreos Mai Tai, which was 28. Then the 29 Super Lemon Orange. Then after that, we have all the ones that claim 30. There's 5 that claim 30 here. One of them said like 30 to 35. So I am very doubtful that any of them will actually be 30%, but let's go through them now and tell you what they actually are. So the first one, that Cloud9 one that only claimed 22.7, actually came up at 25. So really not bad for the claim. I mean, my tester is only accurate within 1.5%, but even still, technically, I guess claiming 23 at the lowest and then actually coming out at 25, that seems like it's probably a pretty legit result, because if they're doing it by averages, then I can imagine if I'm having something that comes up 25 and the average is 23 and some could come up 21, that seems pretty reasonable. That seems like a reasonable test result to me. I can't actually remember what I got from Kush House, but it's testing out bang on 24, which is exactly what they claimed. So yeah, not bad for Kush House. So already jumping up to 27% on the claim by Cowboy Dispo for that white truffle. And it actually tested out at 26, so not bad either, seems pretty legit. The Oreos Mai Tai getting up to 28% on the claim now. Actually just tested out at 27, which again, not bad for the claim. But that's really good. So next up, the Super Lemon Orange, claiming 29%. 29% is actually the highest we've ever tested on the tester. Did it hit? No. I actually tested it twice just to make sure. First time it tested 25, and then I tested another nug and it came out 26. So unfortunately, not quite hitting that, but 26 is pretty close to 29. It's not the worst in the world, but let's move on. And we're moving on to the big, bold 30% claimers. So we have 5 chances here to get a 30% result. One of these, actually, I didn't buy while filming this video. I just bought it in general on the trip, and I realized I had it and it claimed 30. So, yeah, let's go. So the first one out of the 30s, permanent marker. Again, I tested it twice. The first time it was 25, and then the next time it was 26. not hitting that 30, unfortunately. Okay, this Compound Z that I got from that like tiny little shop is the closest so far with a 27. 27, pretty close to a 30 claim. That's pretty good. And I did test 2 nugs as well. They both came up 27. This next one you might recognize from a YouTube short. This is the one that claims 30, that outdoor permanent marker. This is never gonna be 30, but let's test it. Yeah, this one didn't have a chance. It just came up 22. Okay, so these last 2 are probably the only chance we have of it hitting 30, and that's the GMO and also that one that we got in the jar right at the beginning. So we'll start with the GMO and then we'll do that one in the jar. So I just poured out the GMO and it looks awful, yeah, and I'm like, yeah, not a chance this is testing 30. And it actually came up 26. And again, there is no chance that it's gonna test 30. I don't, it's, when you see, yeah. I tested 2 nugs, they both came up 26, but for how it looks, 26 is impressive. So the last one, the one we got right at the beginning, did it test out at 30? No. But it did test out at 28, which is pretty good. And, you know, do they actually fake the results here? It seems like they do inflate them a little bit. Like, you know, maybe they change a 26 up to a 30 or something like that. But it seems for the most part, a lot of them are pretty accurate. But, you know, just because something claims 30 doesn't mean that the nug you're actually getting is actually 30. If you want to actually see the flower, there'll be a link in the pinned comment down below. And if you want to see my live streams that I do every single night at 9 p.m. UK time, you should also check out the link in the pinned comment down below. Peace.